And I feel like when you put that kind of time into your own personal business, there's more of a return and more of a gift to other people than just trying to hit a quota of numbers.
Yes.
Welcome to the Real Conversations podcast, the podcast dedicated to real stories from successful real estate professionals with your host, Dan Edwards.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Real Conversations podcast. I'm your host, Dan Edwards, and I am actively trying to hit a button that says this. Here with me is show. No, not predicting our future. There it is. I got the right tag. Brittany Hansen.
Hello.
Welcome to the podcast. I'm excited
Thank you.
for us to talk. And she asked me what the topic was, and we're talking square roots today.
Not my expertise.
No, I was just kidding. We're actually talking about your favorite subject, you.
That's so rude.
No, I love Brittany has been a part of Keller Williams for how many years?
Gosh, 6 now.
6.
I'm going over.
She was part
six
of
in
leadership
September.
for a little time, 6 years.
My real estate birthday is in September.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Happy 6 years. So she's starting kindergarten. Is that first grade? Is first grade?
When you're 6 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. She's expert at real estate and I really appreciate her. So Brittany, we're going to go in the Wayback Machine and tell me about where you grew up.
Oh, well, you know that song that goes, I got no roots because my home was never on the ground.
Yeah.
I feel like that was made for me. I'll let you sing it later. No, I was an Air Force military brat and I traveled all over, born in Sacramento, which is funny because my husband goes to work out there now, but we traveled all over the place, England, New Mexico, Georgia, New Hampshire, Florida, to name a few of the places I've lived. And I went to like 12 schools before I even reached high school. So I got no roots because my home was.
That's actually great. That's why you're so good at making friends.
Yeah, I know, because if you didn't do it quickly, you weren't going to have them.
Yeah, you're going to move on.
Right.
So, okay. So where was the last place before, let's say, high school?
The last place I lived before high school?
Or during your high school years?
Valdosta, Georgia.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Tell me about that place.
Well, I was right on the border of Florida and Georgia. It was culture shock, to
Also,
say the least.
Florida-Georgia line.
Oh, is that what it's called?
I think that's a thing.
I think there's a song about
There's a
that.
band.
Yeah. I don't know. I was out there for a year. You know, my parents split when I was pretty young, and we all made an agreement that we would spend one full year with my dad. And that was the year. And he was stationed in Valdosta. So we lived off the Air Force Base. I've lived in all types of homes, you know, condos, townhomes, mobile homes, rental homes. We've owned homes. So there's a lot of versatility in where I've lived. And I think that's also kind of what drew me to this, is just, you know, knowing the different lifestyles of people, and everybody starts somewhere. So I've experienced probably all of it.
So when you when did you end up here in the Pacific Northwest?
9th grade officially. I mean, I kind of dabbled
there and then came back.
Yeah, I dabbled a couple times. Like we came back out here. I went to kindergarten in Mount Lake Terrace, went back to New Mexico. I came back up, I think, for 6th grade. I went to like 3 schools in 6th grade. Then we went to Georgia. And then I came back to Washington. And then I started high school. And I said, I don't care where we move. I am going to be traveling and finishing the same 4 years in one school, which I did end up doing. I had to commute my senior year.
And that was here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mount Lake Terrace High School.
Mount Lake Terrace High School. So you were like, my high school is going to be there. So that's where you graduate.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was your job out of high school? So you had that. What did you do for work once you finished high school?
Where I did lots of odds and end jobs. I actually moved out pretty young.
Did you go to college?
I did. I went to Shoreline Community College and got my associates.
Okay.
I lived on my own, I think right at 18, and I had 2 jobs while taking full school in college. Didn't really know what I wanted to do. I had a transfer degree. I could have gone into any 4-year school in Washington, but I still didn't really know what I wanted to do. And I was paying for it. So I just said, I just need to get into the workforce. And I got into property management down in downtown Seattle next to the Seattle Art Institute. We were one of the mid-rise buildings. I could walk to Pike Place on my lunch breaks. It was really awesome. So that's how I kind of got started with the excitement of exploring real estate. But I did that for they're going to fact check me. If someone fact checks me on this, it might be 4-5 years.
In property management?
In property management. Yeah. So it was a mid-rise community. And then it was also, and that was a little bit more luxury. And then I went into a garden style community in Kent, which was so different, but learned great experiences in both. And then I did dabble a little bit because most of my education in the beginning was toward the medical field. And then I realized I hated being stuck in a hospital in 4 walls and no windows.
Not your thing?
Not my thing. So I stepped out of being a medical assistant and jumped back into a job I loved, which was real estate.
Awesome. So from the medical field, when you were in property management, you already have your license?
No. So my understanding at that time was you only needed your license to be a property manager. At that time, I did not want to take on a role that big, but I did make it up to assistant property manager. And then we ended up moving from down south up north. And then that was when I had a bunch of children.
Okay.
So I did the stay-at-home mom. I have 3 girls, but it was getting crazy. You know, you pay for daycare and you have more than 2, your paycheck becomes a wash.
Yeah.
So it didn't make sense to go to work to pay for somebody else to do my childcare. That's not what I wanted anyway.
Right. You wanted to raise your kids and
so I mean, I was working. I was doing odd and end jobs and having kids brought to my home. What was it, like in-home
daycare?
Yeah, in-home daycare. And then I decided I was ready to go back to work, and I just needed something more flexible to raise 3 kids and do all the things.
Okay, so let's go back to that early part. What did you learn about real estate in the property management business?
Well, what I fell in love with was that it was so versatile, and it wasn't just sitting at a desk all day long. So it was everything from meeting new people, which I love meeting new people, hearing their stories, how they got there. It was then, the lead generation, prospecting them, reaching back out and seeing if they're interested. Sales, I've kind of always been in sales, so that came pretty natural. The showing of the apartments and the fun places. I did mini staging in all the vacant properties or the vacant apartments. Working with a team. I really liked working with my team. But I just didn't love the late nights working till 7 p.m. and holidays and weekends. But the same thing, there was lots of contract. Lots of contract writing, understanding those. I had my notary license because you had to approve contracts longer than 12 months. So there was a lot of the same facets of what we do in real estate here, including like event planning and marketing and all those things too.
So when you decided later to go into real estate, what was the big change that happened? So you were a stay-at-home mom, but you were doing odd jobs to add more income to the family unit. What made you finally go ahead and say, I'm going to get my real estate license?
The pandemic.
Oh, really? So you're COVID baby.
Yeah, I'm a COVID baby. Yeah.
So you're sitting at home. Everybody's at home.
Everybody's at home. I'm like,
it's 2026.
I'm the kind of person who, can't not be doing nothing.
I get it. But you were doing odd jobs. Why real estate?
Because I feel very fulfilled by my work. And I knew that I could do more for my family going into real estate. Also the flexibility. I find that I have a resistance to authority.
What is
I find that I work harder when I am loving something, motivated by my own goals versus somebody else giving me goals for them to hit or for them to profit. For myself, I will push myself even harder to help people and help my family.
So the difference is really it's an intrinsic motivation versus external motivation, meaning you're going to lose your job if you don't do this. You're like, yeah, but for you saw the opportunity and were motivated more from achieving that yourself than somebody else saying you're going to lose your job if you don't do this.
Yeah, it was more of the constant, like trying to hit certain goals where they're like, well, what type of bonus is it going to take for you to hit this goal? How can we motivate you more? And when you're the type of person that puts 150% into everything with all your blood, sweat, and tears, I'm like, I don't know how to give you more. I'm always giving you 150%. And I feel like when you put that kind of time into your own personal business, there's more of a return and more of a gift to other people than just trying to hit a quota of numbers.
Okay. So tell me about these 6 years in the business. What's it been like for you?
Well, it's been it's been a huge, expansive wealth of knowledge because I've kind of gone through different shifts throughout the 6 years. Started out as a solo agent. I really enjoyed that. I learned a lot. I had a coach in the first couple years, which helped me kind of just keep my thoughts organized because it's like I can't sleep. It's an idea machine that never turns off. So kind of honing into what's really going to drive your business.
Coach helped you
Coach helped me kind of like narrow my focus. And then I kind of went off on my own. We had some home personal things where I kind of like pulled off the gas a little. And then I got the opportunity to jump into leadership and was assistant team leader for a little while. To this guy.
It was fun.
It was fun, but
and she'll be back at it one day.
Probably.
Yeah.
In the future. We'll see how far this takes me first.
It's not either or, it's both and. Always.
Both and. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm never one to shut down an opportunity, so I'm not closing a door. But I am focusing on the flexibility that real estate gives me right now because, again, that's a 9-to-5 job, 5 days a week, sitting at a desk. And there is other opportunities in there that I super valued and so much education that it kind of, I am one of those people that likes to know all the aspects encompassing a job so I can better serve others.
I think my experience with you in this role is you really started to see the big picture of real estate, and you saw the things that essentially when you talk to a brand new agent, they're full of energy and enthusiasm. And then you go, okay, and do these things. And then you sat back and you're like, I can do these things.
That was it too.
Right.
I told you that was kind of can I be honest?
Yeah.
That was the kind of the frustration and why I got out of it. And number one, being in an office with no windows was really hard. Thanks for no windows. Okay. I probably would have stayed longer had I had a window.
I would have switched it up.
But the team was great. But I knew that we were going to do something amazing with the office. So the changes that you guys have implemented since I have left. So basically it got better when I left. No, they got people in there that could really do the job. And I was really more like in charge of, recruiting and getting the newbies in and facilitating like any questions they have and getting them connected to our KW community. And I loved that. But I just needed the flexibility. So that's kind of what it was. And it was the frustration of also coaching people up and seeing them kind of squander the opportunity, having like the systems available to them, the coaching available to them, like written items of things to do, and just the lack of motivation for people to push themselves really, I don't know, it kind of like, it took me back a little bit. And when you play sports your whole life and you're competitive, you're like, just do the thing. Just do the thing. You're going to see success. Just do it. Right. So I'm like, I'm going to do it. If these guys don't want to make $1 million, I'm going to show them how it's done.
Here, hold my coffee or hold my beer. You know what I mean? Let's jump in. And you have, and you've jumped in. You joined Lori Darrow's team.
Yeah. So
and tell me about that.
Oh, it's been great. And, I did have several teams reach out to me, and it was hard. It was really hard to decide because the teams that reached out to me were a very high caliber and I look up to greatly. And it was very hard to pick. But in the end, I did align somebody who I found my alignment with somebody that I could see myself in the future and that understands like a lot of the pressures that I have on myself as being a wife, a mom, and we kind of lined up pretty good. It's like, I want the life she has. Like she's been with her partner forever. I've been with my partner forever. She's seen the, the ups and downs of what real estate and raising kids does and how you have to be flexible, but still goal oriented to push through and get to her level of success. So I just want to soak in everything from her. She's got 3 kids. I've got 3 kids. So I knew that if anybody would understand or be able to give me direction, it would be her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you found in the team a mentor too.
Oh, yes.
Which is super awesome.
Life mentor, coach in real estate, team partner. I mean, she goes above and beyond for her team, her clients, her family. That's definitely somebody that I see myself modeling after.
I love that. So as you look at the market right now, going forward, how are you helping people out?
Well, you want to help out as many people as possible. It's the trying to get yourself out there to know that you're available. That's a constant thing that you're working on. I've really helped people, I think, organize their thoughts. My last couple transactions have been challenging where they've been sizing down. Their listings that they've been sizing down, and they're just not quite, after years and years, a lifetime of living and raising their kids, they just don't know where to start. And I can attest to the accumulation that happens when you've been in a home for decades, and the cleansing process and the overwhelm that comes with it. We've been very systematic and encouraging and following up with them to make sure that they're hitting those goals, hitting certain tasks, keeping them motivated to go through all of the timelines that we've set up for them to reach, getting it listed, then making sure they're really well represented so they're not leaving any money on the table, and getting them on to that next phase of life where they can kind of take a deep breath and just start over and start enjoying what that next chapter looks like. So I really like seeing that.
So much like the property management where you have the team and the coordination and all that stuff coming together, this is just a higher level.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
I love that. Cool. Well, tell me something nobody knows about you. I know this about you, but is there something?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. You competed at a very high level. What was it?
Tennis.
And?
Pickleball.
And?
Not pickleball. Bodybuilding.
There you go. Like one after the other after the other.
If you want to know my hobbies, it doesn't stop. It's like
if she's competitive.
You know what people don't know about me?
What?
Is sewing.
No, what?
Oh
yeah, sewing.
Like the weird sewing stuff.
Really good at
everything.
That.
Painting, roller skating, love sports. I played tennis since I was 10.
She's not competitive at all.
Very competitively. Tennis very competitively. Got into pickleball recently because it's just a little bit easier on my aging body.
Give me a break.
It is. There's lots of injuries in pickleball.
I know, it's ridiculous. Elbow and
I know. But
that should have been silence, but that's okay. You guys can hear.
We're rolling on. We're just moving. We're going with it.
Him and I have been playing phone tag forever. So.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
I'll call him back after this. He'll say, "Can I call you?"
Sorry.
Back? All good.
Yeah, I did. I was finding that when you get out of your high school and college sports, the thing that really motivates you and pushes you to achieve your best. I was looking for something else. And because I'm not competitive at all, my sister got into bodybuilding and started achieving awards like 3rd place, 1st place, and novice and all around. And that was in New Hampshire. And then she came over here and started doing it. And I'm like, I could do that. I've always been more athletic, but we're built different. We're totally built different. But what I learned in bodybuilding, the crazy dedication to everything, your sleep, your water intake,
nutrition,
your meal prep, your macros, your gym time, your cardio time, all the other little things that I don't love. Actually, it did teach me self-care. I'm the last person to take care of myself. And I think we do that as parents sometimes, as mothers definitely put ourselves last. So it was kind of an excuse also to step into accepting care for myself, where I needed to have an hour a day at the gym, putting that first. I was my best self when I was under that very regimented schedule. Now it's not something that I don't know. It's not something that I really value right now. To like go and compete, it's a little bit of the,
But maybe you will in a different way
I mean,
somewhere. Because
I don't know.
every time you talk, there's something.
It's like a
new.
beauty pageant though. It's like a muscle beauty pageant.
I don't mean
it's like,
that.
I don't want,
but you might
I don't
find
need the
something else that you
tanning,
can
the
do.
nails, the lashes, the all that stuff I could do without, but the everything else that I learned, the meal prep, the
Welcome to CrossFit.
yeah, well, I have my own opinion on CrossFit, but it just
Awesome.
being systematic, which is also what we need to be in real estate
Mm.
to really excel, is doing those same things that you do every single day and just making it a part of your system. I was the best person I could have ever have been in my marriage, to anybody around me, to my kids,
Yeah, and now you're doing that with real estate.
to the best of my ability right now.
See, I think I should challenge you in that way, right? What if
Yeah.
you treated it like bodybuilding? Building
Well,
a
I'm just
business?
waiting for kids to go back to school because it's very
Yeah.
easy for me to
That's
get.
why you're hiding out at the office.
Real estate is one of those things that it just gives you that opportunity to
Yeah.
get out,
Yeah.
put a little makeup on, talk to adults. Like, that's fun.
That's fun.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, school's going back. Summer is definitely a little bit more flexible and not regimented, but I appreciate
But you're
those
having a great
moments
year.
too.
You're having one of your best years ever. So you find the gaps. That's the beauty
Yeah.
of this deal. You came out to San Antonio to learn some more. What was your one big takeaway from Mega Camp?
Oh, goodness. Gosh,
There's a lot.
There was so many. I'm trying to like unpack all the notes in my head. I really liked, was it the keynote speaker? He just said, and I have to look really deeply at myself too, because it's easy in the real estate industry to not be all like, look what I did. Look what I did. Your pictures on everything,
Yeah.
your name and phone numbers on everything. It's very easy to get kind of an inflated ego. And I think it's really good to be mindful of that, because he said that, true leaders raise their team up when they are successful, and they're the ones that fall on the sword and take the risk when it fails. So, when I have a successful deal or whatever that comes through, I think a younger Brittany would have said like, yeah, like, look what I did. But I am successful because I have an incredible team behind me, and you don't see everything that they do, but it's amazing what we can do together. And even if you're a solo agent, you have the office that helps you. You have your coaches that help you. You have your designated broker, your team leader, the people in the front. Like, there is so many things that are happening behind the scenes that people don't realize is happening in real estate to help you be your best entrepreneurial self.
And one thing that Gary said when he was talking about wealth, he was like, the first thing you do is you invest in your education. And I didn't even think about that, because you're thinking, well, first I need to learn how to do this, but you always have to be learning, especially in this business. And investing, everybody thinks like, I'm going to go buy a piece of investment property. It's like, nah. Well, how invested in you are you? Like, learning it. Well,
and it's not just one deal, and everything changes so quickly with forms, laws, all the education that's built around what's happening. The market's changing. So like, if you are not invested into learning and constantly learning, you're going to fall behind.
Yeah.
It's a fast-paced industry.
All right. So everybody, if you would like to work with Brittany, there's her phone number right there. And she's really awesome. She's competitive, so she's going to negotiate really hard for you. She is also super attention to detail, has a great team around her. And I think you would be hard pressed to find a better real estate agent than Brittany.
I appreciate that. Let's go.
And if you don't like working with Brittany, just call me.
Oh, please.
I cut that one off at the end where I say the nice thing and then I undermine it. Just like cut that off.
Oh, are you cutting it off?
Probably.
I don't believe you.
All right. Well, that's all we have for today's podcast. Thanks for listening. I'm Dan Edwards with Keller Williams Bothell. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to end recording.